आज के लिए इतना बहुत था, पर एक जाते जाते एज एज ऑलवेज मार्केट कहाँ जा रही है? आई डोंट नो, लाइक डू यू थिंक
यार
वी हिट
मेरे
बॉटम 98 का अपना? मैंने बोला था कि उसके नीचे क्या बोलते 50 वीक मूविंग एवरेज के नीचे थोड़ा जाएगा और फिर वहां से बाउंस करेगा. I sort of now feel कि it should retest that low or maybe go a little lower, like maybe 94k 96k जो तू पहले बोल रहा था. तेरे को क्या लगता है टोनी?
मेरा तो वही 92 टू 94K का आई थिंक है
लोअर.
टारगेट, लोअर टारगेट है. यूजुअली व्हेन बीटीसी विक्स लाइक दिस, तो आई वुडंट कॉल यस्टरडेज जो दो दफा उसने 98 टच किया, आई वुडंट कॉल इट अ डबल बॉटम बिकॉज इट वाज बेसिकली विद इन एन आवर और an hour and a half टाइम.
Yeah.
Yeah.
तो यूजुअली ये होता है कि इट reverses back. I think 103 104.5 तक का I think is the support. अभी जैसे last I checked, अभी मैंने देखा नहीं है, तो 103.7 से थोड़ा सा नीचे आया था. I don't know if it's coming down or it's
Right.
still moving up.
104.2 आ गया.
104.2, right? So
Yes.
so my speculation is maybe 104.5, 104.7, 8 maybe. वहां से it should move back to 92 to 94K ideally. And I feel that is sort of a requirement for us to then move back up a lot more strongly.
Yeah.
So that is still a play that I'm waiting for. Like, so I have, as like we discussed today, leverage trader. So I have my buy orders placed at on certain things at pretty low valuations that I'm expecting. So that should only happen if BTC touches anywhere between 92 to 94K.
I feel alts have yet to bottom. Like at
Because if
least
you see the alts, right? I mean, BTC moved from
BTC pairs जो हैं, क्योंकि dominance ऊपर
Yeah, BTC
जाएगी.
pairs are yet to bottom. Yeah.
BTC
they
pairs
have
are
to
yet.
bottom, right?
मेरे हिसाब
They
से तो
haven't
अभी तो
bottomed yet.
क्या बोलते हैं कि वो जो विक करी थी पूरी अभी क्रैश में, वो the alt USD pairs are pretty much going towards that low. They might not hit
Correct.
that,
Yeah.
but they might come very
Flash
close
crash
to
के.
hitting those flash crash वाले.
Yeah. I mean,
They might not touch those
Yeah.
valuations, but
But
they will come
they'll
very
come
close to them.
within like striking
They
distance.
should ideally come very close to those valuations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Because even because dominance तेरी ऊपर जा रही है already, उस दिन 61% तक तो चली गई थी. So
Yes.
even if BTC moves up and then takes like a 2-3% correction, these things will keep going lower as we've seen in the past. Like जब
Yeah.
last time 100 से 74 गया था, उस time पे भी यही हो रहा था. So we'll see that. Narkundi, market. You're the most important person, bro. मेरी trades हमने लगाई हुई हैं, तो I adjust according to that.
इतना कुछ लेवरेज के बारे में बात करने के बाद भी.
या भाई, एक और चीज हमने लेवरेज के बारे में बात नहीं करी. चलो एक दिन किसी दिन उसका एक पूरा एपिसोड करेंगे ऑफ 5Ls एंड 5S एंड 3Ls के बारे में,
Oh damn. Yeah. Of
Leverage,
course.
leverage
Promise
tokens, yes.
लेवरेज टोकन्स के बारे में. सो या हाँ भाई, बता दे क्या क्या तेरी क्या रीडिंग है?
पता नहीं. I think again वही 110 के आसपास जाएगा and again also will keep getting butchered.
यस, चलो यानी तो 92 है यहाँ से पक्का. ठीक है. Realist is up only and he doesn't comment on price, just structures.
Yeah, I mean, I can only comment on two things. Like I've been saying, all BTC pairs. So dominance will keep on increasing. I've been saying from day one. We're yet to see dominance go up because that is what will cause perceived flight to safety, right? Although that perceived flight to safety is going to be by retail because, as we've discussed in the past, OGs are exiting, right? OGs are not in the BTC trade anymore. Right, early investors are not in the BTC trade anymore. It's very evident. We've seen a Zcash and an ICP pump even in these sort of markets, which are dino coins, which are large MCAP coins. So early investor money is moving somewhere else. BTC as the safe trade is only being used by institutions who are essentially they are now the angel investors for the next decade, right? That's what they're doing.
And they're also
So the
selling to
flight to
retail,
safe,
right?
I mean, yeah,
they would,
retail
right?
is retail volume is negligible volume, and they are now moving to flight to safety because see the alts that are getting butchered right now, right, and especially against their BTC pairs, it's not that there's large OG selling happening there. Rather, on the contrary, there's OG accumulation happening in alts right now. That's what on-chain data is at least showing. Secondly, on-chain data is very evidently showing that the OGs are exiting from the BTC trade, but yet BTC dominance is going up because the rate at which a BTC is falling is far lower. Because even though the institutions are buying, which and they've anyway been buying for the past 1 year, that's anyway been a proven trade. The new amount of capital which is flying to BTC is this retail capital, which we've said from at least that's been my point of view from day one, is that they will now be convinced that BTC is the flight to safety, right? And they will dump everything else and fly to BTC. And the idea is BTC essentially consolidates for a very, very long time, does not go anywhere. But for me, BTC dominance still continues to rise till QE happens, right? So till December, dominance rises. All BTC pairs find a bottom around then. Retail gets sucked into the BTC trade. And then we probably see a broader market rally, because the sentiment is too weak there for it to be toppish, and that's what I'm seeing from on-chain activity from a couple of Dino coins. And the wallets that are accumulating these coins are ones who've been accumulating for some time while they've been moving out of BTC. So smart money is doing something. It might not suit our narrative because, like I mentioned, 90% of CT today is pissed off because they've not made money because they've held through orders. Right? That doesn't change reality. Right? Smart money does not give a shit about that. Right? So they are doing something. It might not suit our narrative in the next 1 hour, in the next 2 days, in the next 1 week, but they're doing something, and I think that's what I'm tracking. So BTC is going to be I think it's seen the majority part of its gains that it could have seen in the cycle. The remainder is still under unexplored territory, which is why structurally I am up only mode when it comes to that.
Yeah. There also the thing is ki, even if you see like 2019 major, I think last time when QT ended, right?
Yeah.
I think that was 2019.
Yeah.
When QT ended, that is when like BTC hit like a low. So
BTC hit a top. All BTC hit a low.
No, BTC hit a low. Like it was coming off a top, but BTC hit a low when like a local low, basically when QT ended, along with your alt BTC pairs also. And
that
uske
happens.
baad,
That happens. Yeah, we've discussed this also.
And again, uske baad, tere alt BTC pairs went up about, say, like I would say like jo tere alt USD pairs the, they did like they went to their previous highs, and then they again basically crashed back, and then
but the crash after that happened because of 2020, not because of structural weakness. 2019, when all BTC pairs bottomed, they bottomed. The crash after that was because of 2020. That wasn't because of structural change. So
and when QE started,
because QE marks the top for a BTC and it marks the bottom for all BTC pairs historically. But again, situations we have to see under what conditions QE has been called for. Because if in this particular case, there have also been scenarios where BTC has rallied even after QE has come in, because QE was not called for to address any structural weakness in the economy, because right now we don't know what the unemployment data is saying, what inflation data is saying, right? So if we see that QE is in response to that, then I think the markets will react negatively. But if we see that QE is just being done to stimulate the economy, even while everything else is fine, I think the markets will react positively. But nevertheless, if we go by past data, I think, all BTC pairs should bottom within this month, because it usually happens while the shift from QT to QE happens, if we were to go with historical data. But also, there is a reason why the BTC trade seems overcooked, because Q4 of the post-halving year is when BTC historically tops out. So we technically have just 2 more months left for BTC. It does not mean for odds, which is why I also feel that so if you like MM says, right, you show me the chart and I'll show you the news. So I think that will happen in terms of, like, while BTC tops out, everybody's going to scream that BTC is the only safe haven, and everyone's going to flock there. So I think that's what's going to, and it coincides with QT turning into QE. It coincides with just 2 more months left for the BTC cycle.
The thing is that
So yeah,
they haven't announced QE as of yet. They've announced an end of
exactly,
QE. So they haven't announced
exactly.
QT yet. QE yet.
Yes, QE, yeah.
Yeah. ठीक है भाई. चलो. Another episode done. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Abuse Narkundi, whatever you wish, like doing.
And let us know in the comments what sort of information you require from us.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
You know,
please.
yes, please.
so we can
Chalo.
maybe add that in.
Yes.
All right. Adios.
Adios, boys. Take care.
Bye.